Hey guys, Friday, Woblog, end of the week. It's been a big week so far. Hopefully you guys all watched the video from Thursday where I talked a little bit about how the rowing emulates the deadlift. And that's relevant because today the fitness class is going to be deadlifting. So a lot of the things I talked about on the rower apply to the deadlift and vice versa. Making sure that the weight's in the heels, that we're driving through the ground, and that we are staying in our posterior chain, hamstrings and glutes, as opposed to trying to hunch forward and pull that bar off the ground. So, a couple things that really help with the deadlift setup and with the pull of the deadlift is to think in your mind that you're pushing the ground away as opposed to pulling the bar off the ground. Essentially the same thing is accomplished in that the bar is going to move vertically, but if you think in your mind that you're pushing the ground away instead of lifting that bar up, it's going to keep your back tighter and it's going to keep you pushing through your heels. So you can see that in the setup over here, that when I go to address this bar, the shins stay vertical. I'm not leaning into the bar like the setup of a clean. I'm sitting back on my heels. I should feel tension the entire time in my hamstrings. My back is flat. I'm trying to pull those lats down to my waist, keeping everything tight. I'm going to set up right here in good position, sitting back, big breath, and up. As we descend down, making sure that the butt goes back, hinge at the waist, down to the ground, like so, and right back up. Hinge at the waist, down to the ground, right back up, like so. The rep scheme today for fitness class, we're going to go 3-3, then max reps, 85%. Upon finishing with our set of max reps, we're going to introduce a new movement, guys. This is called a front rack lunge. And what we're going to do for our skill practice is actually spend some time trying to master the technique of this movement because you're going to see it appear in the WOD later in the day. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is power clean this bar up. So set up, start light, power clean up to the front rack position. And from here, get yourself in a proper lunge. And make sure that back leg comes down to the ground, elbows stay high, and like so. We're going to try and hit 4 reps per leg. So hit 4 reps with one leg, switch to the other leg, hit 4 reps. The goal here being to make sure that that front foot stays planted the whole time, so that when we go down into that lunge, goes that barbell.
Improv.
So when we go down into that lunge, making sure that that front heel stays planted when the back knee touches. And what we do not want to do is come down and have that front toe come off the ground like this, putting all that tension into the knee and the quad. So really make sure that when you're doing that lunge, set yourself in a relatively wide base. We don't want to be walking a tightrope where one foot is right behind the other foot. It's kind of off balance. So make sure that you're setting up just like we would in a jerk, with your feet slightly separated apart. If I were to step forward, you can see I'm basically in a proper squat stance. So from here, front rack, down to the ground, and up. When you're done, switch legs to the other side. Nice wide base, down to the ground, back up. So we're going to be hitting a couple sets of 8, 4 reps per leg, working up in weight, and just trying to kind of find the weight that we're comfortable with for the WOD for the day. For the sport class, we're going to be continuing with the trend that you guys have been seeing, which is every minute on the minute power cleans. A lot of you guys have been seeing really good results from this, and I'm excited to watch Ollie go 210 this week. I know Homeboy hit 205 pretty easy last week, so big things, guys. Try and increase the weight that you did the last time that we did this every minute on the minute thing. And here's the keys, making sure that we're able to get these reps touch and go. So we're kind of preparing for heavy weights in a WOD, being able to control the barbell. So like Andrews talked about earlier in the week, being able to find that position here and then rehook that bar on the way down. And one of the things that really helps me do that, aside from practice, is getting a little bounce off the shoulders. So after you power clean that bar up, and I'm in this position where I no longer have the hook grip, the faster I can be with my elbows coming around, the easier it's going to be. But first and foremost, making sure that I get a little bounce off the shoulders, and then the elbows come down. One more time. From here, get a little bounce off the shoulders, elbows come down. Like so. So, we're going to try and find the heaviest weight that we can do for 3 reps every minute on the minute for 7 minutes. After that, sport class is going to be doing some clean pulls. We're going to probably be using right about the same weight that you did for this every minute on the minute thing, and we're going to try and hit 3 sets of 5. So, on the clean pull, we've gone over this before, making sure that you're staying on the heels, trying to get that little clinking noise of the bar as you come into the pockets and up vertical. So like Andrews talked about in the beginning of the week, being patient as that bar comes up, up, up into the body, and then the clean pulls. Ground, patient, patient, patient. One more time, from the ground, let that bar float back into the body, and vertical as it comes up. So 3 sets of 5 on the clean pulls. For the WOD today, it's going to be reps 12, 9, 6, 3 of front rack lunges and handstand push-ups. So we'll finish your 12 front rack lunges. You can go 6 one leg, then 6 the other leg, however you want to break it down. Finish 12 lunges. Actually, let's make it 12 per leg. So 12, 9, 6, 3 becomes 24, 18, 12, 6.
Tough math.
Got it. Crushed it.
Crushed it!
So 12, 9, 6, 3 is per leg. And then we'll come over and we'll hit some handstand push-ups. If you got them, you can go strict handstand push-ups. Or, if you're comfortable, you can kip them. Either way, make sure those elbows stay in nice and tight. When you come down into your kip, bring those legs in nice and tight to the knees, and pop that up to the wall as so. Make sure that your legs are touching the wall at the top of the movement. 12, 9, 6, 3, fast as you can. And we'll see you guys Friday.